Hey guys, it's Chris again from CMFs, and I have a little unboxing and review for you today, and it's basically for a flash that is pretty cheap. It's about 50 to 60 euros, and it's from, I think, China or Hong Kong, so somewhere from Asia. So it's gonna take like 3 weeks to ship over. And basically this is the Speedlight YN560, and I think the 3rd generation. So it comes with a diffuser, which I'm gonna test out. So it was basically with the object, and I think without it was 10 euros more expensive, so I just took that. So it comes really, the manual doesn't even come in the case. It was just wrapped around in some plastic, so, but okay, it came over here. So well, the handbook, at least it's in English, so that's pretty good. I think I'm gonna need this because I never had a flash, and I think this is manual. So just a few things. You can stop right here, I think, if you want to read on this, because I think some people might know more of this than I would. So just pause the video here and okay, so we're now gonna just open this thing up, and okay, so we can open it pretty easily up there. Some bubble wrap, and out we go, and the box has, I think, another manual, but this time, oh yeah, okay, so this is the Chinese whatever manual, and they put another one of these maybe because they knew that I'm from Germany or America, so somewhere up not in Asia. So that's all that was in this little box here. So if we're taking out a look, good thing is, yeah, we get a nice little bag for the camera flash. Let's brighten this up. Focus, come on. I hope it's gonna focus. So that's pretty nice if you want to travel, and it's pretty big, I guess. I didn't really have many flashes. And if we take it out, yeah, it's a pretty big flash, I think. So yeah, this is good. This is pretty big, and I think basically other flashes are like 400 euros if you take them directly from Canon. So I think this is a pretty good alternative if you want to go for something cheap. And wow, it looks pretty good. Oh, you can turn it that way, yeah. So some plastic. So it looks like a good quality. So I'm just gonna test it out in the few hours later. So, well, stay tuned. Okay, guys. So if we now take a closer look to this big flash for your camera, we're gonna see that we have this nice little diffuser which we had. So we're gonna put this thing on. And which I didn't really see in the beginning is we have this nice little foot stand, which I was missing, but it was in the nice little bag. So we can clip it in there and tighten it up. Come on. And well, it's not really, so when it's on the ground, it's not really flat on the ground, so it wobbles around, and that's basically because it has this, I don't know, 3.5 inch adapter for a tripod. So you can put it on a tripod, but because it's kind of raised a bit, so this input is a bit raised, so it's gonna stand quite wobbly on the ground. But I think if you put it on the floor or something, or on a table, it's not gonna matter if it's gonna be tilted one little tiny bit or something. So that's okay. So in the front we have the I don't know how to call it, but this is where the flash can see other flashes. So in the slave mode it would detect another flash, and what I didn't really see in the beginning was you can tilt the whole head. So maybe if you wanna have the flash like this, and you can't really have this pointed to the camera, so you can't have the flash see it, you can just turn around the whole head and now do that. The same thing works perfectly fine. So you can turn around the head about 360 degrees, and then also you can tilt the head, of course, to I think 90 degrees, and then also a bit back, so maybe if you want to hit the ceiling or something. Yeah, so that's basically all to the external things. And then how to start it, you just hit this, I hope it can focus, this button, this on-off button for a few seconds. So let's focus here. And what we then can do is, we have a manual zoom, so from, I think, 24 millimeters to, I hope you can see, to 105 millimeters. So It's mechanical, so this is a really loud flash that you've got here, but I think that's okay based on the fact that it's really cheap. Then we have this little button here which gives us a light, which is really good in the dark, because last night I was trying to make a nice picture. I'm going to show in the end, and it was really dark, so I couldn't really, what do I have to put here, so I can just hit this button and the light is going to come up. And then we have a button for mode, so we can change between normal mode, where we can just say the strength of the flash, or we could go to multi, which is good for burst mode on the camera, so it would detect all the flashes of the camera. And then you can also say again how intense how intense the flash should be. And then we have another button which is for the wireless, and this thing gives us the ability to go into slave mode 1 or slave mode 2. Slave mode 1 also flashes when you have this pre-flash, I don't know how to call it, but when the camera wants to focus it has this pre-flash. And slave mode 2 just ignores that and just flashes on the main picture. So that's pretty good. And then you can also go into or X mode, that's what it's called here, yeah. So this thing also has a receiver built in, so if you have a camera with a transmitter for your wireless flash, it's gonna work. So you don't need another receiver over here, so this one can do that. I think 1 to 24 channels is supported on this, so just buy, I think also this company has some things, but they're not really the best, I guess, from the reviews. Let's focus here, oh, come on. But in general it's pretty good. So we have, if we take this off, also a nice little, I think it was a wide angle diffuser, so if we pull this out, we have this white card and this plastic diffuser here over there. So that's pretty nice if you want to use that. And yeah, that's basically all to it. I'm just gonna post some pictures in the end, and it's, I think for 55 euros it's like the best I can get. And they say it's kind of made like a Canon professional flash from the build design, and they also made these little buttons over here which are on the Canon, but that they have a functionality here, they are just design. So they kind of copied that, but I think this is a pretty good flash if you want to just buy some cheap flashes, because you don't have 400 euros for a flash, which I find pretty immense, because you can get a small camera for that. So this is all. You can. It's a manual flash, so you don't have automatic settings or something. So you should know that. And well, I think that's all. So thanks for watching. See you next time.
It sure takes its precious time, but it's got rights, and so have I. I turn my head to the sky, focus one thought at a time. I do not like the little things under my tongue, but